Welcome on Budapest again, and here comes the final matches. Here comes hopefully an exciting final between the Hungarian Kalocsay and Zsolt Kis, and they will against Moskalieva and Yeremin, the highest ranked Russian team. The hammer in the first hand has to the Russian team, so the very first stone comes from the Hungarian boy, Zsolt. They will play with the yellow stones, and the Russian team will play with the blues. On the other sheet, we got the bronze medal game against two Hungarian team Szekeres, Szekeres and George Nagy. They will play against Blanka Dejia and Gergő Szabó. Last year in 2018, this Russian team played the final game too, but against team Szekeres. Right now they will try to reach the first place against team Kalocsay. And last year finalist, the other finalist, team Szekeres, this year play for the bronze. The two Hungarian top-ranked Hungarian team we have seen before in the semi-final. Team Szekeres and between Team Szekeres and Team Kalocsay. It was a very exciting game. They have to play an extra end, and Team Kalocsay won. So after that they are in the final right now, and here comes the first stone from Dejia. She tried to play a draw to the button. It's a little bit long. It's a little bit warm outside. It's much warmer than yesterday and before yesterday. So I'm sure that the ice conditions has changed during this weekend in Budapest. The teams who played plays here in the final played 3 games in the first round in the group round robin, and 1 playoff game, 1 quarterfinal game and 1 semifinal game. So this game, who's got a better condition and better mental strength? That team is better in these things, has got a little advantage in this final. So another draw to the button from Dejia. And Zsolt has to sweep a lot because of curls. It's not long enough. Not bad at that, but just a little bit short. So 1 more draw from the Russian guy. Alexander Yeremin play in the middle of the team, 2nd, 3rd and 4th stone, and Irina Moskalieva plays with the first stones and the last stones in an end. In the Hungarian team it's not the same, because the ladies play in the middle, and Joel play the first and the last stones. This is the second final game, final match for the Hungarian team. They played the final in Bratislava in February. At that time they won that match. So probably they have a little advantage in their home hall. They know a little better the conditions, how it changed. Team Moskalieva played a final in Tallinn, and they won the tournament in Tallinn. So this is the second time for them as well to play in the final this season. The double links the tour, WCT tour. The two teams played against each other in Tallinn in the semi-final, and the Russian team won. And they played the very first match in Budapest on Thursday evening, and the Russian team won. The Russians won all their games here in Budapest, and the Hungarian team have got just one loss. They lost against just this Russian team. So it's time to revenge for the gold medal. Yeah, and finally, this is the last yellow stone. It was a little bit long. The line was quite perfect, but a little bit too long, and rolled out from the middle of the house. So the Russians has a place to play into the middle, probably with a little push the yellow stones more. They could score more points, not just one. This is always a goal, that if you have the hammer, it's better to score more than one. So this is the last shot in the first hand from Moskalieva. It's a little bit more than go to the bottom. Maybe the backline weight. They need a little roll. Yeah, little push. The yellow. So maybe 2 or 3. 1 for sure. And perhaps they will measure it. Yes, they need a measurement. It was a very nice final shot from the Russian lady. Quite perfect. And here comes our judge to make the measurement. On the other sheet, the Hungarian team Szekeres scored 2 points in the first hand, so they have a 2 points lead. 2-0. Yeah, in this nice weekend we have got 16 teams from Scotland, the famous McCleary family, 2 teams from China, teams from Poland, from Denmark. So it was a very interesting and exciting weekend for the Hungarian players and the spectators. So it was only one for the yellow team. Oh, sorry, one for the blue team. Yeah. Yes, because this one for sure. It was one for sure, and it was a measurement for 2, but it was just one. So the hammer went to the Hungarian team. And the Russian team plays their first stone, a perfect draw to the button. The Hungarian first stone is quite good, just a little bit wide, but the weight is perfect. So the Russian could play one more draw to the button. Maybe they will play from the other side. But now they decided to play from the same side. Try to push a little in the middle of the yellow stone. A little push forward to the back line. Yeah, it curves nicely. This is a very nice shot. The situation is quite closed. The Hungarian boy watch it carefully and talk to Dejia what he suggests to play. Feel the guard. Yes, because the yellow team has got a hammer, so if the situation is too complicated and closed in the middle of the house, they have to open a little bit more to it's better if the middle of the house is open with hammer. Russian team trying to protect the situation with a biter on the top of the 12-foot ring. And peel again, or maybe a promotion. It was a promotion. All the blue stones remained in the house. More guard from the Russian boy. So there is a place to play a perfect draw to the button from the yellow team. Goryachev will play it. Sweeping because of the line. Yeah, it curves a lot. Ooh, it curves so much. Just kicked the guard. It was a good guard from the Russians before. So they can play one more stone into the middle on the center line. And they can absolutely protect the middle of the house, so it will be a hard situation for the yellow team. We've got one more blue and one more yellow. Curl and sweep because of the weight. But short guard is not bad. The only chance to take points, to score points for the yellow team to play with a promotion, a tap. This is really not easy. Zsolt will try it with the last stone of this end. Right now it's a little bit must curl. Yeah, it was a really nice try. They save 1 point, so it's just one for the blue and not 2. So in the second end the blue won 1 point again. The winner of the final game will have 1,500 euros. 1,000 euros for the second place, and 800 euros for the bronze medal. Altogether, the first 8 teams will have some prize money. So there is a totally 5,000 euro in the basket for this weekend. And the perfect draw from Moskalieva again. Perhaps this is the key moment that the Russian lady always plays a perfect draw with her first stones. So it's always a difficult situation for the Hungarians. Yeah, but it was perfect from Zsolt too. It's easy to push out the blue stone later from the middle. Using the yellow stone on the top of the blue. So Yeremin takes his first stone in this third end in the final. In the first half of the way, the ladies sweeping, and after the half of the sheet they change, and Yeremin begin to sweep if necessary, of course. Yeah, it was a very nice draw from the Russian guy. In the first period in this final, the Russian team plays perfectly. This is a very nice and typical draw play from the teams. Min plays a guard from this side. So we try to protect this side of the sheet. Not able for the yellow team to make a tap or a promotion to push out any of the blue stones. Because from the other side there is another yellow. Behind the blue stones. So from this side it's not possible to push out the blues. Yeah. So it's time to open again. So as we see, tactically they play that in the first part of the ends in this final they play draws. It goes to good situations for the Russian team, and in the middle of the ends, Dejia, the Hungarian ladies, has to open the guard, and the Russian team play back with guard. So they make high pressure on the Hungarian team in the first part of every end. So they play perfectly on the center line. It could be a promotion, as we saw it in the last end. Probably it was a little bit too long for the blue. It would have been better to play just on in front of the house. But we will see. The last end after the promotion they were unlucky. This time probably the situation is a little bit better for the yellow. So let's see. This is not a hard takeout, just a slower one, maybe a control weight. Yeah, it seems nice. Yeah, just push out the first blue stone with their yellow. So, right now it's one for the yellow. They could decide that play one more, draw to the button, or guard, play a guard. And waiting for the Hungarian answer for that. On the other sheet, they played 3 ends, and there is a 5-1 lead for the team Szekeres. So this is the last stone from the Russian team. Yeah, they would like to protect the situation. They think that it's quite good for them. So play a draw to the 8-foot ring, or 12-foot ring is also good. That's quite long. The Hungarians watch which stone is the second best, the blue or the yellow one. It's not easy to say it from here. A little push with the yellow, and try to little push and just a kick. And I think they try to score 3. And this is a very hard shot, not easy. Because the last Russian stone was a little bit missed, it was too long, so the situation is open. It's open for a draw for the Hungarians. Short played. It curves a lot, so Goryachev has to sweep. There's a kick and a little long. So it's just 2. Yeah, it was a perfect kick, but the thrown stone was a little bit long. So 2 for yellow. So it is a draw situation, 2-all after 3 ends, and the match starts again. Hammer goes to the Russian team. So here comes the first stone of the 4th end from Zsolt, from the Hungarian boy. It's a little kick again, the guard. So it's a good chance for the Russian lady to play a perfect draw to the button. It's very important, the first stones in double mixed. Yep, here I mean have to wait for curling. Yeah, this is a perfect draw. The Hungarians try to push a little bit. Push and roll behind the yellow guard with their own stone. A little bit open and leave space enough for their next stones to play into the middle. Yeah, but it's a little bit wide. Yes, it was. So the Russians need to play the same like before, to play a perfect draw on the top of the forefoot. This is interesting that how the Russian team dominate the first part of the end. So this is the first stone from Yeremin. It's also long, a little bit long and wide. Short is better than long. It was a little bit long. So very open for the yellow team. Blue has the hammer, so they can play a takeout and hit and stay in the middle, or play a draw to the button. Probably they are talking about this. Because the blue has the hammer. So if it is not successful for the yellow team, it could be dangerous for them. Yeah, they changed the position. Short, keep the broom for Dejia for a takeout. Hit and stay, yeah. They try to play a double, and it's very nice because the yellow stone rolled behind the yellow guard, so it's not easy to take it out. So it was a nice shot from Dejia. So this time the Russian has to open the situation. They played peel the guard. One more take out from the yellow team. It's a little bit rolled out. So the Russian goes for 2. They have 2 more stones in this end. So the half-time result on the bronze medal game is the 5-4 to Team Szekeres, because in this fourth end Team Dejia scored 3 with the hammer. So it's a big comeback from Team Dejia. So the Russian needs a little bit push out the yellow stone. It was not so successful. Blue team thinking about that how they will score too, but as we watch it, it's not easy for them, because it is sure that the yellow team will take out the blue stone from the middle. So probably the blue team has to go to score 1. But before that, let's see the last stone from Team Palancha, from Zsolt. Maybe the best is hit and stay, or just a little roll out. Roll out a little bit too much, but the Russians will go for 1. Seems backline weight. No, it's shorter than backline. It's a perfect draw to the button, yeah. It's a very nice shot from Moskalieva for their 1 point in this end. So 1 for blue. Team Moskalieva take the lead, 3-2, and we've got 4 ends from the final game. And it was a mistake from me that on the other sheet it was 4 points in the fourth end from Team Dejia, so it's a draw, it's 5-all in the half time. Here comes the first, the very important first stone from Moskalieva. From that side of the sheet it curves pretty much, so they have had to sweep very hard. But it's a good come around and a perfect stone on the top of the 4-foot. yellow team has to play the same. A little bit longer is good. Little push. The blue stone, it's also good. It would have been better to make an ankle. And not push on the nose of the blue stone, but we will see it later, that how will they manage it. Team has a hammer, so the blue team try to fix their disposition. It's good for blue team because the best stone is a blue one, and the position is quite protected with the guards. So, here comes a draw from the other side of the sheet, from Dejia, draw to the button, or a little push, the blue stone. Zsolt has to sweep. We can hear clearly Dejia's voice. It's very short, and kick the guard. So if the Russian team plays with a guard, the situation is quite complicated for the yellow team to score 1 or finally score 1. Right now it's -1 from their point of view. So Yerevin plays again. I think they will guard this situation. They like it. So it's time again for the Hungarian team to play takeout with a peel or with a promotion. The goal is to open the channel in the middle of the sheet. They would like to see the button line. I think they would like to play with a promotion. A promotion double takeout from Dejia. Yeah, it's really nice. So suddenly the situation has turned. The best blue went out, and there is 2 good yellow stone in the house. So the Russian team has to play a perfect draw into the middle. Moskalieva think that it is short, so she started with the sweeping as soon as she could. It's a little bit long. So So it was a wrong decision from the Russian team. They sweep too much. So it's a good chance for Dejia to take a perfect draw to the button for 3 nice yellow stones. Right now they have got 2 better than the blue. As we see, Dejia plays much wider than the opponent before. But from that wide side of the sheet doesn't curl too much. And if you play the wide side of the sheet, it is much slower than in the middle of the sheet. So the shot was wide and very short. So the Russian come back with the same shot, draw to the button, but this time not Yeremin, it will be Moskalieva with her last stone in this hand. There is a lot of plays. And this time it is perfect. This is the best. This is the shot. So probably the Hungarian go for 1 point. If the blue stone goes between the back yellow and blue, then there is a possibility for take 2 points, but we will see. I think it's 2. Yeah. Hungarian shows that the 2 yellow is better. Right now Yeremin watched it and agreed. So 2 points for the yellow team. So it is 4-3 for the Hungarians. The hammer goes to the Russian team. On the other sheet, this time Team Szekeres scored 2 points. So they have a 2 points lead after 5 hands. And let's see the first important shot from Zsolt. The perfect draw would be the best for the Hungarian team. Yeah, it's come around. The weight seems quite perfect. Good sweeping from the Dejia. This is a perfect draw to the top of the 4-foot ring. So the Russians will play the same with a freeze or a little push, the yellow stone. Yeah, it curves quite nicely, but we have to sweep for it. It's a little bit short, but it will be good for freeze. Yeah. The Hungarian team uses the same side of the sheet. The freeze is okay, little push is okay, little bit shorter is okay. I think they would like to guard the situation. Because blue team has got the hammer. And there's a good yellow stone in the middle. Maybe the best one. So, to guard, to protect it, it's good for the yellow team. Here comes Yeremin with a feeling, promotion double. Try to open the middle channel of the sheet. One yellow remains there. As you see, the center channel is open right now, so the Hungarian team will play a guard to the center line. Dejia will try it. George says it's a little bit long. Yeah, not bad, because there is an ankle. This is not easy for a promotion, but not impossible, because it was a little bit long. We'll see which one Yeremin will play. Promotion, or just promotion double with the yellow guard, or promotion to push out the yellow from the middle. Yeah, they try that. Was the reason why they play for freeze at the beginning, because in this part of the end there's a chance to push out the yellow, as we have seen it right now. So the Hungarians has to play. There is a way to play a draw to the button or a takeout for the blue one, but it's very dangerous. If they kick the guard, then because there is right now 2 blue zones, so it's a chance for the Russian team to score more than 2. Right now they discuss about this, that how they can score 3 points. Because it would be a comfortable 2 points lead if they score 3 points right now. So it would be a good situation for them in this end and in this game. Probably they will have a timeout, or they see their time, how much time they have for thinking. So the Russian team has got 7 minutes and the Hungarian team has got 8 minutes for thinking in this match. It's not bad for 2 ends, but they can manage their time. So we are curious what was the decision from the team. Because there is one more yellow stone from Zsolt, and probably he will play a takeout if he can. So they try to play a draw behind the yellow corner guard. The goal is to place it better placed than the yellow in the house. But from outside it's very hard. It's really slow, pretty slow ice, really. They can't calculate. It was a mistake. Maybe a wrong call. So there is a possibility for the Hungarians to take out 1 blue to minimize the points for the Russian team. Zsolt tried to do it. And he does. So right now the Russian has 1 better stone in the house. They need 1 more to take 2 points. Yeremin feels that it's a little bit short. But it is not. Yeah, it's perfect draw. Yeah, 2 points for blue. So the leading come back to the Russian team. 5-4. Yeah, they have to manage the scoreboard also, because they have only 2 ends from this final. The Hungarian team called power play. They would like to score more than 2, but minimum 2, because the hammer will go to the Russian team for the last end, in the last end. This is an advantage, of course. So they need as big gap as they could. So this is the power play from the Hungarian team. They have the hammer, and here comes the first stone from the Russian lady. No, the stone doesn't want to curl out. Quite open, not possible to take it out because it's not allowed right now. But Jolt can push a little bit. Push back, but it doesn't curl. This is the same situation like it was for the Russian team. Yeah, it was a mistake from Jolt. It was a little bit surprise for all the 2 teams because of the conditions of ice. It didn't curl as much as they wanted to. So Jeremy play a draw to the button. It was a little bit long. On the other sheet, after 6 end, it's 1 point lead for Team Szekeres. 7-6. So we have got a tough final game and a tough bronze medal game. Yeah, this is an interesting call from the Hungarians, because from inside to outside is very difficult right now, but they try it again. This is not bad, but quite open. And probably the Russian tries a double. Yeah. It was a quite quite strong stone from Yeremin. One yellow went out, the other not. So the Hungarian team, it's time to forget the side of the house. They have to concentrate in the middle. The best could be a perfect freeze to the blue. Yeah, it's nice. There's a little chance for a double again, but this is not easy, of course. So here comes a strong double takeout from Yeremin. Yeah. Wow. All the three went out from the house. The main important from the Russian point of view that all the two yellow. So the Hungarians have to turn back. To the side of the sheet, but as we saw it before, it's very hard, not easy to play behind the blue guard, the corner guard. The ice is quite straight from inside to outside. Right now it's not easy to calculate with it. But this is short, so probably very hard to score more than one right now, because here they have only one more yellow, and right now two better blue stone in the house, and I'm sure that there will be one more blue. The Russian team doesn't need a takeout, just a draw. Just a simple draw to the button, or a little bit draw behind the yellow stone on the top 12 foot. That no, they play a draw to the button. Yeremin has to sweep because of the weight. So the weight is okay. Yeah. they think about double or triple takeout. It's very risky. Or they would like to have a decision between a risky takeout or a safety 1 point. One point is better because the situation will be 5-all if they get 1 point. But if here they have a risky takeout and no point score, or the opponent will score, it's not good for the Hungarian team because the gap will be more than 1, and it will be a very hard situation for the last hand. So maybe perhaps they don't need to have too much risk in this situation, because there will be a last hand. The opponent will have got the hammer, but the first stone will be from the Hungarians if they score right now 1. They called the timeout, and the coach, the father of Dejia, came into the hall, into the sheet. From the hack, Zsolt says that he would like to play with the takeout, and the coach is just walking back in the middle of the hall. So let's see Zsolt's play. I think this is a takeout for a single point, not for a double. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a clever decision. So it's 1 point for yellow team. 5-all before the last hand in this very exciting final. And in the same time, they are in the last hand on the other sheet. The 7th hand, Team Szekeres get 1 point, so there is 2 points lead for Team Szekeres against Team Dejia. So it is 8-6 for Team Szekeres. And here comes a power play from the Russian team. Zsolt play starts the last hand with a center guard. They need guards to score minimum 1 point. It would be enough to win this match. And the Russians try to peel the guard. Yeah, it's a little bit hard. George tried to sweep, perfect peel. If the yellow would leave the area of the playing area, they would have been take back the yellow stone into the center, onto the center line, but it was not went out from the playing area, so it was a perfect peel. So it's open right now, and the Russians can play with the takeout from this stone. One thing is sure, that here will be not an extra end, because right now it's 5-0, and here comes the first takeout from the Russian team. The Hungarian team have enough time for thinking. 3.5 minutes. The Russian has 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So it will be not a question that they have time enough to discuss any kind of the situations. This time the Hungarian team changes their tactic. They try to play behind the corner guard. Try to play a better position with the yellow stone than the blue one. Well, maybe this is the same position. It was a little bit longer than they would like to be. But it's a timeout. But we have to remember that the middle of the house is right now it's open. So with the final stone, McCleary will play easily a draw to the middle. They don't need more complication in this hand, while the middle of the house is open. They don't need more guards. So they discuss with the coach that play the same position as the Hungarian did before, or play another draw for the other side of the house. Maybe that is also good. It's important that the middle of the house should be open. Normally, who cares about the stones seated outside of the house? Yeah. Yeah, they try to take out the yellow stone. Yes, it's not bad, but this is not so important for the last stone. The yellow team has 2 more stones in this end. Biró tries the same, like before. So the situation is almost the same like before. So I think the same shot will come, takeout from Yeremin for the yellow. Yeah, here it comes. So here comes the last shot from the Hungarian team. Kalocsay and Zsoltkis. Zsolt will have the last shot. The main goal is to have better position than the blue in the house, because they need a better stone. But this time it curves a lot, so it's over for the Hungarians. The Russian team won this game, this final game. 1 point for blue, so it is 6-5. This is the final result. So the Russian team, Moskalieva and Yerevin, get the gold medal. The Hungarian team, Kalocsay and Zsoltkis, had got the silver medal. And on the other sheet, it's also finished. The Hungarian team, Szekeres and Nagy, take the bronze medal, and Blanco Dencső and Szabó to the 4th place. So, we would like to say congratulations for these teams in the final games, especially the top-ranked Russian team, Moskalieva and Yeremin, who take the 1st place here in Budapest on the 12th Westbay Cup, Westbay Mixed Doubles Cup. So thank you for your attention for all this weekend. We hope that you enjoyed all the games, and hopefully we will see you next year. Thank you and bye bye.